Well, Jane Ace has taken Mr. Ace's advice and has begun to run her home on a business-like basis. Mr. Ace is to give her $25 a week, and she's to keep books on all expenditures and try to save a little something out of the 25. Yesterday, Jane explained the setup to Laura, the maid. This episode takes place in two scenes. Mr. Ace's office around 11 in the morning, and then to the Ace's bungalow later the same afternoon. But first to the office. Mr. Ace on the phone. Listen.
Why, sure I will, George. I'll have my secretary write the letter and mail it to you when that... What? In the morning? Fine. Don't mention it. So long. Miss Wilson?
Yes, Mr. Ace.
Oh, Miss Wilson, take a memo to remind me to write a letter of reference for George Tumley first thing in the morning.
A letter for Mr. Tumley. Yes?
That's all.
Yes, sir. Oh, Mrs. Ace and some other woman are waiting to see you.
Mrs. Ace?
Yes, sir. I told her you were talking. They said they'd wait.
Hey, well, who's the other? Show her in, will you?
Yes, sir. I'm just going to. You may come in now, Mrs. Ace.
All right. Come in, Laura.
Laura, what is this?
I'm coming, ma'am. Now, this is the main office, Laura. You see, that other part is just the waiting room. This is the main office. This is where Mr. Ace stays. He sits right at that big desk over there.
Yes, in fact, he is sitting there now.
Oh, hello, dear. I'm showing Laura the office.
Yes, I see you are.
We got the thinking this morning that since we're running the house like a business, or like you do your office, we ought to come down and see just what goes on down here and try to run the house about the same way.
Oh, I see. You and Laura sort of...
Yes, we decided on it right after we ordered the meat for dinner. My prices are way up. Roast beef, 49 cents a pound. When I figured out how much the dinner was going to cost me tonight, I said to Laura, there's something wrong that we must be doing, or the money wouldn't be going so fast. So I said...
Wait a minute, Jane. You're not coming here to see me about the price of roast beef, are you?
No, we just decided to see how you run your office. You remember you said you wanted me to run the home like you do your office.
Yes, I remember, but there's nothing to see. This is a business office. I've got things to do this morning.
Well, that's all right, dear. You go ahead and do them. We won't make any noise. We'll just sit here and watch.
And watch?
Yes. Sit down, Laura. Yes, miss. That's it, over there, and I'll sit over here. There, we're out of your way, dear. Now, you just go right ahead.
Go right ahead what?
Go right ahead and run your office.
And you two are going to be sitting there.
Watching you,
Yeah.
that's all. We won't disturb you. I just want to get some ideas about what I should do at home when I sit at my desk. Sit down, dear, and go ahead and do your work.
Well, listen, Jane, I haven't time to talk to you now. I've got all this mail to read over and these estimates to look over.
Well, go ahead. That's what I want you to do.
But I can't do any work with you two How long are you going to sit there?
Oh, not very long. We just want to see how you do it. Go ahead, dear. Don't be bashful.
I'm not bashful.
Well, you look like you're blushing or something.
Oh, I am not. This is a business office.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I will, and I don't want to be disturbed.
We won't.
Well, all right.
See, Laura, he put his feet up on the desk.
Yes, ma'am.
That's because he has that swindle chair like I wanted.
Yes, ma'am. You can't hardly do it with the chair you got at home.
What's going on here? What are you two muttering about?
Oh, are we disturbing you, dear?
Well, you're not doing me any good. I'm not used to an office audience.
Oh, well, we won't say anything else. Go ahead, dear.
Oh, isn't this awful?
Hush now, Laura.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Wilson?
Oh, you scared me.
Oh, Jane, will you please...
Well, you scared me out of my half-wits the way you yelled.
Yes, Mr. Ace.
Take a letter.
Yes, sir. Ready?
Take a letter to the Hamley Company. Thank you very much for your estimates on the plumbing and fixtures, but I feel you can do better. I'll be waiting for another and much lower set of figures before the week is over. Sincerely.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
Just enclose their estimates and get it mailed right away.
Yes, sir. Right away, Mr. Ace.
See, Laura?
Beg pardon, ma'am.
See how she goes out the minute she's through? She goes right back to work. It takes you so long to get back to the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am, I see what you mean
Jane,
now.
don't you think you'd better be getting back to your own office or whatever it is you're beginning to call our home?
I'm beginning to call her home. You're the one
I know, but after all, this is my place of business. I can't be entertaining my wife and her maid here.
Oh, we don't want you to.
Oh, no, sir.
You just go right ahead. I want to see how you do everything. Because it's going to be very hard to run the house on $25 a week, and with Marge only paying $5 now instead of $10.
Yeah, that was a nice business touch. You were going to ask Marge for an additional $5 for room and board, and you wind up giving her a $5 cut.
Well, what could I do? After she told me how little she had left out of her salary, and she just bought a new fall outfit.
I know.
And Laura won't work for less than $8. I tried to get her to take $7, but she won't.
Oh, no, ma'am. I couldn't work for less than $8. The cost is and everything is so high.
Yeah, I know everything's high. Look at liver, 85 cents a pound. And roast beef, 49 cents a pound. Did you know everything's so high, dear?
Well, sure, I know everything has gone way up, but the way you've been throwing money around with no system at all, we could run 2 homes. Now, you'll watch every cent you spend, and whatever you have left over, you can keep for yourself. You ought to be able to save something out of the money I give you.
Well, I don't know now. Since I cut Marge's rent to $5, it's going to be pretty hard just to make the meals come out even.
Now, if you watch yourself, shop around a bit. Don't be satisfied with just buying at the first place you come to. Maybe you can find a cheaper place.
Well, I don't know where.
Well, that's your part of the deal. I have all I can do to fight for a living here with the competition in the real estate business what it is. I can't be... excuse me. Oh, listen, why don't you two go home?
Well, go ahead, dear. Answer it. We won't disturb you.
Oh. Hello? Oh, yes, George. Oh, you're coming by now? Yes, I'll have my girl type it for you, and you can pick it up. Sure. No trouble at all. Okay. Miss Wilson?
See how easy it is for him to put his feet up there, Laura?
Yes, ma'am. It's on account of the chair he's got.
What are you two muttering about? What's going...
Yes, Mr. Ace.
Take a letter, Miss Wilson.
Yes, sir. Ready?
To whom it may concern. This is to certify that I have known George Tunley.
Well, I guess we'll go now, dear.
That's a good guess.
Yes, we got to get back to our office now.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, goodbye, dear. I've got a lot of things to do.
See you at dinner, Jane.
All right, dear. Come on, Laura.
Yes, ma'am. I'm coming.
Now, you see how she comes in when he calls?
Yeah, well, that's that. Where was I, Miss Wilson?
To whom it may concern. This is to certify...
Oh, yes, to whom it may concern. This is to certify that I have known George Tunley.
Laura, come here a minute, please, Laura.
Did you call me, ma'am?
Yes, Laura.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a dinner.
Ma'am?
Take a dinner. Where's that tablet I bought you? When I call you, why don't you bring out the tablet? How many times do I have to...
Oh, I forgot, ma'am.
Oh, it's a waste of time to take you anywhere. You don't learn anything. Did you see how Miss Wilson always came in with her tablet?
Yes, ma'am. But you see, I'm more on cooking and cleaning house.
I know, but we have to run this house like an office. Now go and get the tablet and come back in.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hand me that big dictionary first.
Yes, ma'am. This big one here?
Yes, I've got to have something to sit on here so I can get my feet up on this desk. This telephone book is too thin. There, put it right on the phone book.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll see if this is any better.
It's much higher, ma'am.
Yes, it is pretty high. Oh, look, I can almost get my feet up. Push the chair a little closer, Laura, please.
Yes, ma'am.
There. Now, look. Now I've got it.
Yes, ma'am. That's nice.
Yes, but it's hard to turn around, though. I need one of those swindle chairs like Mr. Ace has, but I don't think it would look nice in this living room. But this is all right this way, isn't it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Now hurry and get your tablet. I'll wait here for you.
Yes, ma'am. I left it right here.
Oh, Laura, catch me.
What is it, ma'am?
Catch me, quick, Laura.
Oh, be careful, ma'am.
Who pushed me?
Are you all right, ma'am?
What happened? I was just sitting here minding my own business.
Look at the chair, ma'am. Broken.
Oh, my favorite chair. Look at it.
Just one leg, ma'am. It can be fixed.
It can.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I wonder how much that'll cost now. I'm having a hard enough time with the meals and everything, and now this.
Oh, it is too bad, ma'am.
Well, you'll have to call up the furniture man. And no, not now. I'm going to have to save some money someplace else to have enough to pay for the chair now. If all the food wasn't so high. Where's that bill from the butcher?
On your desk, ma'am. There, is that it?
Where? Yes, here it is. Liver, 85 cents a pound. Roast beef, 49 cents a pound. Sirloin steak, 60 cents a pound.
Everything's so high, isn't it, ma'am?
I'll say the world. I'm sorry I asked them to send me these prices.
But you said you wanted to know how much everything is so you could plan how much to spend for dinner. That's what I told him.
Yes, I know I did, but I'm sorry I know now. Why did I ever start this thing? I never used to have these worries when I never knew how much I was spending. And look at that chair. I know that's going to cost me a lot to get fixed.
Do you have to pay for that out of the $25, ma'am?
Yes, I do. He said everything around the house I have to pay for. It's behind me how I'm going to be able to... Laura, are you sure you couldn't take $7?
Oh, no, ma'am. Everything's so high, I can't afford it.
I know everything's high. Don't keep saying it. And Marge had to buy a new fall outfit, and I don't even get the $10 from her anymore. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, it's not your fault, I guess, Laura.
Oh, no, ma'am.
If I could only cut down the expenses someplace, then I could have enough money to run the house and then some. But I don't know where. Is there another butcher shop anywhere around here, Laura?
Well, not very close, ma'am.
I wonder if everybody's prices are this high. Mr. A said something about shopping around and trying to find... Oh, I know what I'll do. Let me see that bill again. Liver, 85 cents a pound. Steak, 65 cents a... Laura.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a letter.
Yes, ma'am. Where to?
No, take it on that tablet.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Ready?
That's right, ready. Vic and Sade Meat Shop. Gentlemen, dear Mr. Beckley, thank you very much for your estimates on liver and roast beef and steak. But I feel you can do better. I'll be waiting for another and much lower set of figures before the week is over.
Jane learns quickly, doesn't she? But she learns she has much more to learn before she can show a profit on her household books. And we hear about that when next we meet the Easy Aces.